AMD is getting closer and closer to becoming a $1 trillion company. Now, today, the stock was up nearly 4%. Year to date, the stock has more than doubled. And long-term investors of this channel are pretty excited. Now, in today's episode, I want to take a closer look at some recent news impacting AMD and some bullish sentiments that I think investors are missing out right now. So let's take a closer look in today's episode. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. Last week, I forgot to do my AMD weekly, so I'm actually dropping it a little bit earlier today for this weekend. Right, last weekend was my little one's birthday. So much to do, so I really did a limited amount of videos. But from here on out, we should continue to get these AMD weekly videos again. Now, for AMD, this is a long-term position in this overall portfolio and this overall account. We talked about AMD in the sub $100, right? So I'm pretty happy about this company. I do believe this is a $1 trillion play. Now, small caveat, I would say, with the current dynamic in the market, and because of the opportunity to buy on AMD way below $100, I am in no rush to buy after this pull-up. This is not the time when I'm buying, but let me know in the comments below, are you buying right now? I do believe, though, that this is a $1 trillion opportunity in the future. It's just not going to be a straight line. Now, there's a lot of topics to discuss with AMD right now. So on May 21st, AMD announces more than $10 billion in Taiwan ecosystem investments to accelerate AI infrastructure. And the main reason is as AMD Helios rack, which is coming out the second half of 2026, and demand is going to pick up for CPUs, for more of these GPU solutions that AMD is creating. This is something that we see a lot of companies do, especially when they need more and more supply. So I believe this investment in the supply chain for AMD is a bit of indication that their Helios MI450 is actually doing extremely well with demand, and they want to make sure to continue to build up and lock up the supply chain for further investments. So to me, this is a very bullish sign. They talk a lot about different companies that they're working with. They're working with companies that produce wafers, with companies that produce advanced packaging. I mean, pretty much a lot of the semiconductor industry is run on Taiwan, in Taiwan, right? Now, the second news is also kind of going with the supply chain. So AMD announces that production ramp of next generation AMD epyc processor Venice on TSMC's 2nm technology. So Venice is the first high performance computing product in TSMC's 2nm node technology. I think that's pretty impressive, right? And it showcases the great partnership with TSMC. The other thing that they mentioned is AMD is going to continue to drive 2nm product expansion with Verano to follow Venice with industry-leading integration of LPDDR for growing demands in agentic AI workloads. And the great thing about kind of now knowing that Venice is in production ramp right now, it showcases that less delays, right, in the MI450. In the MI450, the Helios rack, this is going to be the CPU that's going to be in that system. So it continues to give validation that there's no issues with the Helios platform. And again, we continue to see strong demand there. Now, I also want to showcase some recent news impacting maybe not AMD, but I think it actually indicates something AMD investors should consider. So Anthropic eyes Microsoft chips. So recently, Anthropic has been making partnerships with a lot of different companies. They made partnerships with CoreWeave, they made partnerships with SpaceX, they made partnerships with CPUs from Google, Trainiums from Amazon, and obviously the NVIDIA GPUs. They just need more and more compute. Is it impossible? And I don't think the answer is no. It's not impossible for AMD to actually be a potential winner of Anthropic. Anthropic wants as much compute as they can get, right? OpenAI is already a great partnership of AMD. Meta is already a great partnership with AMD. If you need more and more compute, is it crazy to think that Anthropic is going to be announced as a potential partner for AMD? And I think the possibility is high. It's not a guaranteed. During AMD's AI event on July, I would hope and love to see Anthropic there because Anthropic is completely compute constrained. They're trying to find as much compute as possible. And if they want to do that, I am definitely sure that Lisa Su and Anthropic, Dario have been talking in the phone, trying to lock in certain plays. So that gets me pretty excited as well. Now, I want to showcase some transcripts and information that in recent earnings or recent conferences, um, give us a bit of an indication of some of the growth opportunities for AMD. So all these you can find at fiscal.ai/Jose. This is a platform I use on a daily basis. You can get things like charts. You can look at transcripts. You can get slides, and the list goes on and on. So check out fiscal.ai/Jose. The first thing is AMD's earnings, which happened about 2-3 weeks ago. Lisa Su mentioned that as they approach production demand for MI450 series GPUs continue to strengthen, with lead customer forecasts now exceeding our initial plans and a growing number of new customers engaging on large-scale deployments, including additional multi-gigawatt opportunities. Now, this is the line that I believe has created a lot of growth in the overall stock this past month, right? The stock is up roughly 54%, is the opportunity that they have a lot of players. Now, there's only a limited amount of players that it could be. So the market is already pricing in some potential Anthropic or some big player announcing there. But at the same time, it's never priced into the fullest. So if Anthropic does get announced, and we're seeing validation from their earnings that Lisa Su believes there's multi-gigawatts expansions happening from new customers, then that is extremely, extremely bullish. The second one actually is from this week. So NVIDIA just reported earnings, and they talk about the CPU market. They mentioned that they're entering the CPU market, so a bit of competition here. But I don't really consider it too much of a competition because we are in a CPU shortage. And more importantly, if NVIDIA is entering in this space, it means there's plenty and plenty of market opportunity here. They mentioned for this year, it's a $200 billion total addressable market for NVIDIA. And I believe they're only selecting a certain niche market to play in. So potentially for AMD, this is a bigger market, and AMD is definitely a strong player in the CPU. Leader technology continues to eat market share from Intel. And in the CPU space, I still have to give it to Lisa Su and AMD, which I believe could be a nice multi-winner opportunity for them. Again, AMD did increase their total addressable market more recently, right, for the CPU space, but kind of seeing NVIDIA talking a little bit more about it gives more validation to that overall industry. This final one is Intel. This past week was at JP Morgan's 54th Annual Global Technology. And Lee Bhutan, the CEO of NVIDIA, mentions that he is now seeing customer feedback that the CPU to GPU ratio, some customers are telling them 4-to-1, 4 CPUs to 1 GPU. Now, that is insane. And if this is extreme, Lisa Su mentions the cycle is going to last at least 2026 and 2027 for the CPU space. I think this is a really great time to be an AMD shareholder. Now, again, stock prices have gone up like crazy. I'm personally not buying, but at the same time, I do believe the long-term opportunity is $1 trillion. So I'm not here trying to time the market. Stock prices might drop. You might see a correction, but I'm very, very much in the green in AMD. If you look in the past 5 years, the stock has done amazing, and I've owned for more than 5 years. I'm patient. I have no reason to sell right now. I believe this is a $1 trillion opportunity. And if you want to be part of a semiconductor and AI community, make sure to check out whatthechiphappened.com. We have exclusive live streams. We have conference coverages. For example, Intel, we've known about that Intel conference for over a week now. You have deep dives on earnings. You have a community of like-minded investors. And if you use the link down below, you automatically get 33% off at checkout. So definitely check it out. Peace out, and see you all next time.